Okay, today is Zat Hashem, is Yom Revi'i, Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday today, and it's Yud Gimel. Gimel, yeah. Right? Today is Yud Gimel?
13.
Once again, I'll tell you what. Friday is my mother's birthday. It's Tetvav. I know. So Thursday is Yudalet, today is Yud Gimel. Yeah, today is Yud Gimel. Right? Yud Gimel Kislev, the 13th of the month of Kislev. Hashem. That's how I calculate things, birthdays. Yeah. And also tomorrow, by the way, tonight already, is the Yortzeit of Reuven ben Yaakov. Reuven, the son of Yaakov Avinu. He's buried here in Eretz Yisrael. All the tribes are buried in Eretz Yisrael, because when even though they died in Mitzrayim, when the Yosef HaTzadik, when they took the bones of Yosef HaTzadik to Eretz Yisrael, they took all the bones of all the tribes, all the heads of the tribes. They came with each tribe took the atzamot, the bones of their head of the tribe, their ancestor, and to Eretz Yisrael, and they're all buried here. But why was Yosef so important that the pasuk mentioned it? Because without him, we can't go out of Egypt. Can't go out of Egypt without Yosef HaTzadik, and the sea would have not split without the merit of Yosef HaTzadik. It says that the sea saw them. It says, you can't them. What's the difference between them and the Egyptians? That they're saying they worship idols. And then they saw Yosef. Ayam Rav Yanos. It says in the Tehillim that the sea saw. Not the sea saw. The sea saw. Vayanos, and it ran away. So Vayanos also, it says by Yosef HaTzadik that when the wife of Potiphar was seducing him, he left his clothing in her hand and he ran. Vayanos. What did he see? The split saw that he ran. Oh, they're holy, they're righteous. And the split agreed to split. The sea agreed to split. So that's why we mentioned Yosef HaTzadik. And the Egyptians knew that because of Yosef you'll be able to go out. So what did they do? They threw his coffin into the Nile. And Moshe Rabbeinu knew the way to get it out with the holy name. Throw it in the water, and then floated up, yeah, from the depths. Anyways, tonight is Reuven ben Yaakov. Also, he's mentioned in the parasha a couple of times.
Where was he buried?
He's buried near Yavne, close to Ashdod, near Yavne. There's a bus from Yerushalayim with only 20 shekels at 8:30 tonight, and at 10:30 two buses from Yechezkel if anyone wants to go, and the bus from Nebrak too.
And they were buried in where they're...
I don't know. And some of them are in where today is called Lebanon, the state of Lebanon, but it's Eretz Israel really. Just that Lebanon right now is controlling there. But some of them are in Lebanon. And Yosef HaTzadik everyone knows. Yehuda everyone knows. There's a few that everyone knows. Binyamin, there's a machloket where it is, but most people say that it's in near Kfar Saba.
Dan is known.
Dan is known. Yeah, there's a... Oh Hashem. But Reuven they know for sure. Shmuel Shapira, Zecher Tzadik Yivacha, used to go every Yudaled Kislev in the afternoon to Yosef HaTzadik. Not to say, I'm sorry, to Reuven. He used to go to Reuven. And then he used to drive at night to Tzipori. Tzipori is a little bit in the north. It's in the north, basically. There is the kever, the grave of Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, which his yortzeit is on Friday, Tetvav Kislev, my mother's birthday. So that's what's right. But anyways, we should have the zchut to learn with their merit. So now we'll see the halacha. We're learning Alchot Chanukah. Where do you put the candles? So we said already, you put the candles in a place where people see. The best place, we said already, is by the doorway. If your door, in the outside of the doorway. If the door is aiming towards the Reshut HaRabim, where people are walking by. And if not, if you have a yard, so by the yard entrance, if it's your private entrance. And if you don't have that, so you do by the window where people will see it. And if you don't have a window, people will see it, you put it, then there's a machloket where you put it. Some poskim say, Stam halacha, the Rama says, you put it on the table. Put it on the table, like there's people in the house, it's also pilsumanes. According to the Kabbalah, and according to the Chassidut also, we put it by the door, even if you're doing it inside for whatever reason, either you're afraid it's going to be stolen, there's drunk people outside, they're going to break the Chanukiah after 2 minutes, the goyim, or I don't know, there's a war going on, and they said not to put any lights on, whatever. Chaz v'shalom. So you could put it inside. You could put it also by the door, exactly the opposite side of the mezuzah. Okay, why? So we go in and out. You're surrounded with mitzvot. One side you have the mezuzah, one side you have the Chanukiah, the menorah, and the same idea of having a tzitzit on you. You have also, you're surrounded with 4 corners with mitzvot. You always want to be surrounded with mitzvot. But on the table is good enough. Okay, so I'm not saying you have to do it by the door. Now, if someone is doing it by the door, where does he put it by the door? So it says, Shulchan Aruch, manicho lemala mishlosha tfachim, umitzvah lanicho lemata ma'asara tfachim. It should not be lower than 3 tfachim. 3 tfachim. What is tfachim? In the time of Chazal, there was not yet centimeters, and not meters, and not inches. So they measured by fists, or by zeret. Okay? So a fist is a machloket. How much exactly is a fist? We'll say the 2 opinions. A fist is either 24 centimeters. I don't know how to calculate that into inches, but it's either, no, I'm sorry, not one, I'm sorry. 8 centimeters or 9.6 centimeters. That's a 2 shitot. Okay? I was calculating the 3 already. So if I'm telling you not lower than 3, the Shulchan Aruch tells us not lower than 3. So according to one shita, it will be 24 centimeters, not lower than 24 centimeters, above 24 centimeters. In the other shita, it should be above, make the calculation, 9.6. It's times 3, will be about 28 centimeters. That will be the difference, okay? 28 point something. So 2 shitot. If you put it above 30, you're covered all the shitot. Okay, not lower than 30 is good. Okay, and there's a mitzvah also to put it below 10 tfachim. 10 tfachim, so it's either 80 centimeters or 96 centimeters. Lower than that, that's a mitzvah. If you're doing it by the door, that's a mitzvah. By the window, it doesn't make a difference. If you do have a window which is low, and people will see outside, so it's better to put it in that size. It's also this big secrets in why putting it above 3 tfachim and under 10. There's a big secret. Rabbi Natan goes in a lot of the books of Hasidim, the Bnei Sachar and other tzaddikim, they go through why. I'm not going to go with halacha here, but the big secrets why to put it dafka there. How it shines to the lower places, and it's only light that really shines so low, even to the people who are sitting all the way in the depths. Rabbi Natan talks a lot about it. But anyways, just telling the halacha. In any case, there's a certain place where a person will put the menorah and he's not yotzei yedei chova at all. Where is that? Above 20 amot. 20 amot is about 10 meters. If you put the Chanukiah, the menorah, over 10 meters, okay, you're not yotzei yedei chova at all. Why? Because no one sees it. It's like the same halacha of schach. You put it over the schach in Sukkot, you put it over 20 meters, you're not sitting in a sukkah, even though it's you have walls 100% all the way to the top. Okay? And you have schach over 20 amma, over 10 meters. You're not yotzei yedei chova of sitting in the sukkah. Okay? Same thing with the Chanukiah. With the menorah of Chanukah, the candles of Chanukah have to be under 20 ammas. Where do you calculate 20 ammas from? From the ground level that you're living on. Not from the ground. Let's say you live in floor number 20, 30, 40, 50 people live in high buildings today. And you look down, they have 100 meters, not 20. It's fine, you don't calculate it, you calculate from the ground. So if you have a big shul, and they want to put a menorah all the way on the roof that everyone in the city will see, you don't make a bracha on that menorah. Menorah has to be under 20 amot. Okay? In any case, if a person put below 3 tfachim, he's yotzei b'di'avad. He can make a bracha, he's yotzei b'di'avad. Okay, it's not the best thing to do. Where do we put it? The best thing is between 3 and 10. And also above 10, you're yotzei. And if a person lit the menorah in a place where it's not kosher to light, over 20 amot, and then he took it and put it in 20 amot, he's not yotze. You have to blow it out and light it again with another bracha. Because we learned, the Shulchan Aruch will teach us, the hadlaka osa mitzvah. The lighting is what's doing the mitzvah. So if you lit where it's not kosher to light, you did not light. You did not do the mitzvah. You have to light where it's kosher to light. The same thing also, you lit in a place where it's very windy and for sure it's going to go out. Even if it didn't go out, you're not yotze. You're not yotze. You don't put it in a place where it's going to go out. Even if you put it outside after, you put it inside the house immediately. You lit it outside, you guarded it so well, and then you immediately put it in, you're not yotze. Why? You have to light in a place where it's going to light, and in a place where it's kasher to light. It's not so complicated to light the menorah today. It's not so complicated. Okay. Let's see what else. What did not I say? What didn't I say here? Okay. If I did light, let's say in 7 meters high, I lit it and then I put it down, it's kosher. Why? Because it's within the kosher places. Under 20, it doesn't matter if I lit here and I move it to there, it's kosher, it's fine. Because when I lit it, the point is, where did you light it? If you lit in a kosher place, it's kosher, it's fine, it's very good. Beseder gamur. Yefeh mod.
But you can't move it afterwards.
What?
You can't move it afterwards.
You're not supposed to move it. Within the half hour that it's supposed to be lit there. Yes, you're not supposed to move it.
Can a non-Jewish person put the candles in the menorah?
What do you mean? He set them up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can anybody put?
Yeah, there's a big inyanim. There's big things. Why should a person himself prepare the wick and put it in and things? Halachically, anyone could prepare it, but the person who lights it, let's say like someone has like an assistant at home, right? He's like that. Sure, definitely. 100%.
But the Jew has to light it.
They have to light it, yeah. The Jew has to light it.
Unless the Jew is not able to light it.
So then the guy can't light it anyways.
Well, cannot.
I mean, he can light whatever he wants. There's no mitzvah.
Even if the Jew can say the bracha, there's no mitzvah?
No.
Because the mitzvah is in the lighting?
They can take like if someone like very old, maybe they can take his
Help him.
hand, they can help him. Do you think it's the whole?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's the same thing, let's say, with tefillin. Could a goy help a Jew put on tefillin?
No.
He has only one hand. He can't put on tefillin alone.
Also, they don't know how to do it.
Let's say he knows. He lives with him. Could he put it, you do make a bracha and the guy will tie it on? I assume that not. You know why? Because the mitzvah is untying it.
Yeah.
Not putting it on. Not just having it on you. So it's to tie it.
I saw that done.
But I don't know.
But it's in cases in another Jew, like in the kotel. There's people who they don't know how to wrap.
But a Jew is doing it for you.
Exactly, in that case.
It's very different.
Yeah, exactly. It's very different.
Okay. Could a woman tie it on? She's not chayevet.
Sure.
A woman. She could tie on a tefillin, or a person can't do it. I don't know. But I'm sure the Rabbanim talk about it for sure, 100%. I didn't see like anything about it here. I know whatever our friend who I'm not going to mention here names, but who cannot see so well, so his wife helps him light, and it's fine because she also could light.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, fine. How much time is the shiur? 14. Okay, we have a few more minutes. Yeah, so we said that if you have a mezuzah and you're putting it by the doorway, you put it on the other side of the mezuzah. And if you don't have a mezuzah, so you put it on the side where the mezuzah is supposed to be. Or let's say you're lighting by the gate, and there's no tzurat petach, there's no shape of an entrance, it's just a gate that opens and closes with no frame. So then you light on the side where you will put the mezuzah. Okay? And not on the left side, you put it on the right side. Sada? Coming in, I'm talking about. Coming in, you put it there. Sada?
What do you call that glass enclosure that people a lot of people use to put their menorahs.
So it doesn't blow out.
Yeah.
You call it a box.
Oh, okay.
Put it outside. That's why. If you're gonna put it inside, it's nice.
If you put it inside, you don't. I light by the window with the glass because I put it in the outside of the window. So the wind doesn't blow it out. I have to put it in glass. Okay. But if you put it inside, you don't need to have glass. The glass thing is just so it protects it from. I remember one Chanukah. It was Erev Shabbat. We're not talking yet about Erev Shabbat here. It was Erev Shabbat. I was a little kid. We were going to go to shul with my father Friday night, and it was a very nasty winter. Very very heavy winter that year, and Chanukah, and the winds were very very strong. And my father lit outside by the fence, so people on the road could see. And the wind was so strong, it blew the whole thing down and it crashed into pieces. There was nothing to light anymore. I don't know if he lit. He probably lit in the house afterwards. He probably lit in the house afterwards. And also, one year when we lived in an apartment in Petach Tikva, my father put a nice table down on the bottom in the building. According to Chazon Ish, you're supposed to light by the building and the bottom. Not Chazon Ish, according to Rav Nibrisk. You're supposed to, even if you live in an apartment building, you light downstairs. So my father lit downstairs, also in the house, it was downstairs. But in the morning, there was no Chanukiah on Shabbos. And when he came back from shul, there was no table either. So, so from then on, we lived in a different place, so he bought, and he used to put a beautiful Chanukiah of silver outside, and wait a half an hour. After half an hour, bring it inside. And on Shabbat, he bought one of those 15 shekel cheap Chanukiot. And on Shabbat, he put that on something on a plastic piece. No one took it. So you have to be wise also. Okay, fine. Very good. So when someone lights in the house, you have to make sure, another thing that Rama adds, you don't light in the same place where you usually have your candles. Why? Because there's no difference that it's your Chanukah candles. You have to put it in a place where it's recognizable. Ooh, why is he lighting suddenly on that shelf over there? That's not where we light Shabbos candles. It's different. It's a hekel. It's making a siman that we're lighting Lichvod Chanukah for the Nis, for the miracle that Hashem is doing with us all the time. Okay. There's another halacha. There's a halacha. Yesterday we started talking about it, that you light in the Bet Knesset. In the shul, you also light. When do you light in the shul? Between mincha and arvit. Even though it's not yet shkiyah, you light with a bracha. By the Sfaradi shuls, who lights? No. Who lights? No. You know who lights? Usually as someone who's single. Why? Because with Sfaradim, like we learned in the Shulchan Aruch, he doesn't light. The single person never lights. Who lights? His father lights. So therefore he can make the bracha in shul, and his father make the bracha in the house. Okay? But even if a person did lit with the bracha, there's no kids around, and only Baalei Batim lighting, and he lit, he's still not yotzeh with the mitzvah, because the mitzvah is, again, where's the mitzvah to do it? In your house. So you can make a bracha on that, and you go home and you make another bracha on that.
And the shuls are always whole body, he always light.
He lit in the shul. It's because that's where he lives. That's where he lived. He lived there. Yeah, but we don't. So, anyways, where do you put the menorah in the Bet Knesset? Where do you put the candles in shul? You don't put it. No, you put it, and where? You put it in the southern part of the shul. Why? Because the menorah in Bet Hamikdash was in the south of the Mishkan, the south. Also here in the Bet Knesset, it's like a small Bet Mikdash, Bet Mikdash Me'at, and we put it on the south. Okay? You don't have to, but that's the minhag. Let's say if it's to be all the way in the back, by the doorway, you won't put it there. It has to be somewhere where people will see it. We'll talk about it, Hashem, tomorrow.